I bought this RCBS Chargemaster from Cabela's several years ago. I was reloading on New Year's Eve to clean up my workbench when, in the middle of the Chargemaster dispensing a load, I heard a clunk and the dispenser tube quit turning. The motor was still running, trying to dispense, it was just not turning the dispensing tube. So I first tried to take this back into a Bushnell outlet to get a possible warranty work done on it, either that or get it repaired. But they said they are not allowed to handle them and gave me the phone number and address for RCBS in California. I tried calling RCBS on January 2nd, but the parent company, Vista Outdoors, said that they were closed until Friday. I then tried to call Friday, but Vista again told me that while they had been in for the short time in the morning, they were gone until the following Monday. I then called back Monday and was finally able to talk with an RCBS representative. I was told RCBS contracts out the manufacturer of the Chargemasters, and the company that manufactures them, Excell, will not allow RCBS to do any work or warranty fulfillment on them. I was also told that if the unit was over a year old, Excell would not touch them with any type of warranty work since they only warranty them for that 1 year period. The customer service rep then told me that I could buy a new one. Yeah, for the price I paid, I expected more than that. He then said all I'd have to purchase would be the dispensing unit, not the scale. I checked out the price on the internet, and even that alone was more than $191. So I decided to see if I could repair it myself. There is a warranty sticker on the bottom covering one of the screws. There are 4 screws on the bottom, so I used a utility knife to peel up the warranty sticker, trying to keep it as pristine as possible. Lift the lid gently, and there are actually 2 wire connections holding the keypad top to the circuit board on the bottom. I removed both of them. The first one just has 2 wires going to it. It has a white connection. The other one is a multiple connection with a ribbon wire, and I removed that in order to free the top from the bottom. So now that I've got the cases split, I could see right away that the drive gear was the issue. It was sitting in the bottom, and as I reviewed the where it actually went on, I was hoping that I could press it just simply back onto the dispenser shaft, but I was wrong. I ended up removing it completely, the hopper unit, to get better access to the shaft. After realizing I was not going to be able to get the drive wheel on with everything inside the top half, I started disassembling the top half. There were 2 screws that held the motor to the hopper unit, and after getting those loosened up and removed, I realized I did not have to remove those. There are, however, 3 screws that hold the hopper unit to the top half of that dispenser module. I removed those real careful, and I was able to pull the whole hopper unit out, which gave me complete access to the dispenser tube drive shaft and allowed me to press on the drive wheel. The drive wheel is keyed, so I just needed to line up the key on the wheel with the key unit on the shaft. Press those on, make sure that the gears all intertwine, and then I was actually able to get the screws back in to hold everything back in place. The drive wheel is actually connected to the dispenser tube with a spring, so it's not a solid connection. What I did was I grabbed a pair of needle nose pliers, held the drive shaft solid while I was able to press on the drive wheel better. Yeah, so now I'm starting to put those two screws back in that hold the motor to the actual hopper unit. That'll make everything solid again as far as the cogs from the gears intertwining. And then I thought, for added security, what I would do is I would drop some CA glue onto the gear at the shaft and lock that in. So after putting the CA glue on it, I actually went to an old modeling trick of dusting the CA glue with baking soda. Baking soda will instantly set the CA glue and it becomes rock hard. So this repair should last a while. So now it's just a matter of reassembling everything, hopefully back in the same order that it came out in. The hopper unit gets connected to the top with the 3 screws. Those get connected in. Then we'll connect the wires to the circuit board, and then we'll reconnect the 2 halves together. Alright, after getting the complete unit back together, I wanted to test it out to make sure that everything was working and connected correctly. What I ended up doing, I turned it on, calibrated everything out, zeroed everything out, and then entered in 50 grains to be dispensed. The idea at that point was I could use one of the calibrating weights to signify when it needed to turn off. And everything's looking really good.